Today, our young speakers will showcase how debate and STEM thinking blend into powerful communication. They will take on real world STEM problems as panelists and moderators, just like experts on a talk show. So, our topic is going to be AI's role in education. AI and technology have been in classroom for years, but never before has it had such a life-changing impact, right? So, on your worksheet, this was also your topic. So, you've worked on this for weeks on end, right? You've done a mock panel discussion, you've already talked to one another, had an idea of what this is going to look like, right? But let me tell you about some of AI's life-changing impacts. Generative AI has opened up a whole new world to administrators, educators, and students. The power of AI is undeniable, and understanding the pros and cons of artificial intelligence, in education especially, is essential to making informed decisions. Schools around the world have been debating how they should tackle AI. Should they allow students to use it? Should they place restrictions? One of the best places to answer those questions are you guys, the students themselves, those living at the cutting edge of technology.
So my topic is AI's role in education, and I think that students are using it to cheat in exams because many sources tell us that 90% of students are using AI for their homework. Another article tells that roughly 1 in 5 college students admit to using ChatGPT for assignments, and and little students like K-12 are also using it. This also decreases the critical thinking of them, and they will always rely on AI. And when AI is not there, they will not pass in their test. And when they copy off, it also leads to plagiarism. There are also counter arguments like like AI can help students and teachers in work. If that's the case, then the AI should be limited, and it should only help teachers. Another counter argument is that AI is our future. If AI is our future, then why are students using it to cheat? They should use it to help them, not cheat. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Anurag. Sharia, okay, the floor is yours, Sharia.
Okay. I don't really use AI for anything, but I'll definitely use it like right before a test or quiz to study. And I say that AI is the best way to fill any gaps that my notebook would miss. For example, if I look into a study guide and I realize I don't know what one topic is, I can just ask the AI to explain the difference using a sports analogy, for example. Usually that one explanation will make it click in my way to understand the topic. And I would also do like a quick mock test right before the real test or quiz using AI to calm my nerves and show me exactly what I need to look over before the test and quiz. I think schools should see AI as a support system for when the teacher isn't available. AI can offer us like an after school tutor because most of us study at after school hours like 8 p.m. when we can't raise our hands to ask a question. Schools should helpful AI bots that are specifically in our class curriculum to help us study at home when teachers are not available. I say that AI should be in school, but with boundaries. If we don't learn how to use it for studying, we'll just use it to cheat at home because we won't know the difference. The grade level I think we should learn AI is around middle school times because that's when the work gets harder and when you actually need to start studying.
Sorry, you said that AI could help with studying if you don't if you forgot some information. I kind of actually do like that idea, but I just want to add in more on it that when you use AI to like study and stuff, it can also help explain things detailedly, and it can also help say it like slowly if you want to do it like really fast, if you want to learn this topic, if this topic's really hard, it can also help you with those. And I have a question. You said that you said that if you said that it could help you with studying. How can it? Like, what do you say to make it study? like help you study?
I would just like ask the AI like whatever like you're interested in. Like if you're like interested in sports, you can ask AI to explain this topic in like a sports analogy, and the AI would like give you a good explanation, like and based off that sports analogy that can help you better understand the topic.
A little bit disagree with Shaurya because there are students like who are small and they don't know if a source is reliable and they could just take a source that is not reliable and get the wrong explanation.
Literally, I don't quite agree, but I have a different opinion that it can also help you adjust your comments to neutral students, and it needs like if you had like some struggles, you can ask it for help, but you cannot ask it for answers. Yeah, and also I add that they even like, for example, AI driven like personal learning logicals, they are actually like they give you like some thinking brainstorm things for the student performance at the learning trends and anything.
So I've heard quite a bit about, AI can help you study and AI can help you do all of this good stuff, right? But what about the negative impacts of AI as a whole? Like, doesn't it hurt our environment every time we use it? So should we be encouraging students to use it in school in any capacity? Taking into account that it's not good for our environment?
And like it can also like you can use AI in cheating. That's what most students normally do. But to reduce that for like studying, teachers would normally put like a timer or something for children to use this much time to study, and then the rest is gonna be our tests. Or what they do is they just don't let children use AI.
So like my teacher did this thing in which we had to do a worksheet and then we would have to check our answer in AI, but she did it that way so we can just tell the AI what is the answer to this and they like set the AI like that.
Actually, I was just going to add that the government should like come with friendly environment thing questions or responses or comments about.
So, don't you guys think that students can become too reliant on AI, even if you give it to them a little bit or to study, and they won't, understand how to really think for themselves? Is that an option? Or is that a possibility? Anyone want to answer that?
They could be too reliant, but we should teach them how to use the AI not to cheat and use it carefully.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Preeti, go ahead.
Usually, still use it for knowledge, but even if you were like seeing what you don't know what to do.
Got it. Yeah, that's a really good point too. So I want to ask you guys, in schools, how should AI be implemented? What do you guys think? What should the limits be there?
I would say that AI needs to like help people do their jobs better, but they should not be able to like completely take it over. So like we can make sure like the technology is fair to everyone and keep our private information safe. We can also check the person's AI work to see, make sure if it's actually correct and honest. And if, instead of hiding the truth, we can always open up, like if we're using AI tools, and we can just make if AI can make life easier if we can just use it correctly, and it could also be used in schools, jobs, etc. But we have to like have like proper restrictions.
So what kind of restrictions are you thinking in schools?
I was saying like to use like studying and like teachers to like tell students what they ask the AI to do. Like if the students are asking AI just to give me the answers, then the student will get like a zero on the quiz or test.
That's a good point. Anyone else want to add on to that? Do you guys have a different plan for students to use AI? Or do you agree with Sharia? Anyone? Or you guys know that AI is becoming bigger and bigger by the day, right? And I think that everyone agrees that there should be some limits placed on AI in schools. But because AI is becoming such a big part of the workplace, do you guys think these limits might be bad for students? What if they don't know how to use AI in the workplace? if there's all these limits? Do you guys think that would happen? What do we think?
They should like use it for their work if their work is related to AI.
That's a good point. Awesome. Sharia?
I would say like AI, like setting limits on AI could be positive and negative. On the positive side, students can still use their brains on how to learn and write, but without rules, students might stop practicing the skills, building critical thinking skills, and just use it to cheat.
That's a good point too. Preeti?
Okay, so if you had like, imagine if you had a robot helper instead of it's like a robot. It's if it did the wrong thing in the hospital, like if this patient is in panic, what will happen is like the if the robot did a single mistake, the patient might like lose its life or die.
Awesome. Okay. Anyone else want to add on? Preeti. Awesome.
So my source, I got the first one from a university. Like it's like a college from millionaires, and it's kind of I don't really know what it's published by, but I just know it was from a college which was telling all the from pros and cons points of the each and every one.
Yeah, that's a really good source, right? Now you know a lot of people's opinions.
Can be used to like inspire and make things more interesting instead of making things more boring in class. And they even they learn multiple perspectives, and they can even tell how to make stuff like with materials, and even it can generate images that you wanted.
Awesome. Okay, Anurag, go ahead.
I found an article saying the title was 30 pros and cons for AI in school.
Awesome. So what did you notice from there?
The cons were how students were cheating and relying on AI, and the pros were how AI is helpful for teachers creating slides and students to use it as a study guide.
Awesome. So that sounds like it was a very informative site as well. And I really want to ask, what are some burning questions you guys still have? Are there any questions that you guys have about AI, something that you weren't able to solve? It doesn't have to be something that has an answer. It could just be something that you're thinking about. Be used to promote what, Devarshita?
Yeah, you used to be promoted into like jobs. Like how would it help?
Awesome. Does anyone want to answer that? Can show success stories. That's a good point. Anyone else? Devarshita, do you have an idea of an answer to your question?
I have an answer.
Yeah.
So AI can like promote jobs, but like they can make like different variants of jobs, like prompt like engineers that would make AI could also they'll like those jobs can like make multiple other types of jobs. Other way that AI can promote is they can give a higher pay to people with skill in certain fields. They can also make more smaller businesses with AI promoting. And yeah, that's about it I can think of right now.
That's a good point. Anyone else want to add?
Is AI doing everything that humans can do, and is it taking over human jobs?
That's a really good point. Is AI taking over human jobs?
I read an article which states that AI created a thing called Agent 4, which is equal to 50,000 of the best coders trying to do coding. And it takes a lot of time for 50,000 coders to do it, and Agent 4 does it in minutes.
Wow, that's really interesting, isn't it? So there's a lot of pros to that and cons.
They can also turn like old types of jobs into new types of jobs.
What do you mean by that? That they'll create jobs for humans?
they're not really happy of what jobs were there. Like then the AI could help us from its creativity to make its own like jobs by made up ways.
Yeah, that's also a good point.
I'd say that AI isn't like really taking over jobs. I mean, it is taking over like boring entry level jobs, kind of like cashiers and stuff. But also with AI, it's also creating new jobs because AI is like a new technology. There's gonna be new roles such as like AI trainers, AI builders, AI developers, specialists, and most of those jobs can get boosted because of AI. And also, right now, like the problem with like AI is that AI is taking over entry level jobs, which can make it harder for like younger people to start working in the job like parts.
Yeah, that's also another good point. So I want to ask, do you guys think that's a good thing long term? What about the people that don't have, college level skills to develop AI or jobs like that? What are they supposed to do if AI does take over? Especially if we use it so much in school.
They might have not be like they might use their they should have maybe like they lost their jobs for doing some mistake. But you can like my dad also like does work in his office, so he uses AI, but he his the other people in the office are telling him not to like use it that much, but he's still using it for knowledge and stuff.
That's a good point too. What about everyone else? What do you think?
That works best when it's working with humans rather than just replacing humans. And while it can change how we can work and learn, the goal is to use AI as like a helpful assistant that can make life easier and more productive. And if we can still control AI, we can also make sure the technology can help humans evolve further. And then as long as we keep learning I think we can be just perfectly fine in the future.
Yeah. Awesome. Anyone else want to give their closings? Take a little sigh of relief. You guys all did wonderful. All right. So now what we're going to do is our two judges are going to look at their scorecard and they're going to score each criterion and add optional comments. Okay. So Rajmi and Parul, would you guys like me to put you in a breakout room?
My name is Parul, and as you know that I was one of the judge for the panel discussion today, and I'm really very impressed for with whatever you all have done today, friends. So let me, congratulate you all, and let's have a big round of applause for all of the panelists first of all. So I want you all to clap for yourself, and it really takes courage to share your ideas, think critically, and speak in front of others. And it takes really a lot of courage, I would say that. You are really, really, really good. So you already have done something very good, very important that scientists, engineers, and innovators, they do every day, right? You have set an expectation for others over here and other kids who would be watching you and further. So today you all uh, have done something very very uh, very very good, and there were very few important points which you all have covered, like how clearly you explain your ideas, uh, the way you all used the thinking about STEM. What are your perceptions about science, technology, engineering, and math? What do you think about it? STEM, right? So, how you support your ideas with examples or reasons, how you respectfully listen and respond to others, and most importantly, how creatively you think, right? Correct? So it's all about how thoughtfully you share your ideas with others. Correct? So let's just announce the scores. But before that, I would like to also introduce to our other judge, Rajmi over here. Hi, Rajmi.
Hi, Parul. So it was really great to see all of you participating with such confidence and amazing with all the points and everything. You responded to each other's arguments. You were able to ask questions. And basically, I loved actually the confidence of everybody because it's a competition. And all of you, I did not see a single person who was nervous or anything. All of you were really confident and really knew what to say and had a good understanding of the topic as well. So, okay, yeah, Parul and Amani, great job as well. We must always thank the moderators and Preksha. Thank you for being here. And yeah, Parul, let's announce. Should
Yeah,
I?
right. So let me also congratulate to Amani and Preksha. They also have worked a lot on, grooming these kids, teaching them about the basics of rebuttals and sharing the tips and tricks with them so that they can, sit together all and do this panel discussion. So, friends, before we move ahead, I would also like to say that I am really very happy the way you all have asked big questions today. You all thought like problem solvers. You have showed the curiosity about the world around you, right? Like how STEM leaders think, what they do, right? So keep asking questions, keep experimenting, and never stop being curious because, the future of STEM needs thinkers like you, right? So thank you, all the panelists, and thank you, everyone, for being such a wonderful participants today. So now it's the time to announce the winners. So shall we do it? Rajni will be sharing the screen. So our first winner is Shaurya. And the second winner is Preeti. And the third winner is Anurag. So congratulations to all of you, Shaurya, Preeti, and Anurag. So let me share a little bit of feedback about all of you over here. So 2 lines from each one of you. That will be great.
A lot of filler words as I started to give questions, and I didn't know what to say.
That's
It's
okay.
okay.
Just
It's
share
good
the
experience.
experience. What was your experience like? How you felt when you participated?
I
So,
felt brave.
yeah, very good. So,
And
yeah, keep doing that. All right. And you can do it. There's a lot of chances that would be coming. So now you know what you have to do in a competition. So you have to have a lot of arguments prepared, not just Devarshita, everybody. All right. You have to have a lot of points prepared beforehand and not, think that during the discussion you will find something to say. So as many points as you can, you have to prepare. Okay. Yeah. We just have a minute. So Anurag, Shaurya, and Preeti, unmute yourselves and just one liner, one by one. Shaurya, your experience, 20 seconds.
I say that my experience was pretty good at the beginning of the panel discussion. I was feeling pretty nervous, but then as the panel discussion went on, I started feeling more confident with my wording and found
Yeah.
different arguments I can factor into the panel discussion.
Yeah, that we saw. Yeah. Anurag, what about you?
So I felt pretty good because my worksheet was nicely filled and I could use arguments from that.
Yeah, very good. Yes, Preeti?
Well, this feedback makes me in this class more confident because of all the skills you teach for everything.
Okay. All right. So great. All of you, very good job. Now you know what you have to do. All right. And see you next time. Okay. And have a great week. All right. Bye bye, everyone.
bye.
Bye.